Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time for another fantastic edition of What's Under the Orange Flannel. Let's see if you can guess what this is. It's there. What is it? A single Skittle. A pea. Brad's third eye. Haribo gummy. A single cashew. A pebble. A tiny conker. An M&M. On my DM notes for tonight's episode of non-canon. What do you think it is, guys? Guys, what do you think is... What do you think, guys? A single Skittle. Fools.
Fools! Do you not know me at all? I cannot eat sugar. You foolish children. How could it possibly be Skittles? And the answer was staring you in the face all along. It is a single pea. Oh shit, I dropped it.
Where'd it go? Fuck. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. It was a single pea all along. Thank you. Thank you for the round of applause. Click the button myself. And the choice was on there. And you threw it all away. For what? For a pea? For a single Skittle? God damn it. You fools. Hi everyone, we're here. We're going to play a little bit of a Black Myth Wukong. Thank you for the raids. I love this as a thing that we do now. I love it. It's hilarious. So stupid. I love it so much. We're going to play a little bit of Black Myth or Wukong. But I do have a few things that I've got to get. I've got so much shit to prep for non-canon tonight. Because I just haven't really had a huge amount of time in the week to prep this one. So I'm going to be doing all of that 3 minutes before the show. I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. Longer than my streak or my underpants. Wait, you have to change those? I just figured it didn't matter. No one sees them. Is not a Skittle a chocolate pea? I mean, a Skittle isn't even chocolate, Gary. Gary! Gary! If I could... I love that you sort of wrote it all like oldie-worldy as well, like it was Shakespearean. If life is not anything more, then is not a Skittle a chocolate pea. Reached for the fucking moon with it. Threw it all away, Gary. Gary's like, I think Skittles, what is an M&M if not a chocolate Skittle? Gary's not even listening to us anymore, he's been distracted. What's that? Is that a new supplement they've released on the D&D website? Long gone. We've lost him. It's like washing your feet in your shower, you never have to do it. I don't do it. I mean, I do it, but I really don't pay it as much attention as other parts of my body that feel like prevalent, you know? I'm like, yeah, that'll do. Bap, 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 bap. Done. You know? Whereas other parts of my body, I'll give a proper scrub. But like legs and feet, who gives a shit? They don't do anything. My feet don't smell either. I'm lucky in that I don't have cheesy feet. Although my toes are absolutely beyond mangled at this point. I mean, the right hand toe, I actually have no idea what's wrong with it at this point. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with it. The toenails all bent out of shape and like bubbling up. There's like a flesh mound underneath the toenail that I have no idea how to access. But it's like number 3 on a list of medical things that I need to deal with. I'm not doing them all at the same time. Like, a toe is too... I could straight up lose my toe, my big toe, and I wouldn't care. I went to the doctor and they were like, fuck, why didn't you come to us with this a year ago? We're going to have to remove the toe now. I'll be like, yeah, fine, just take the whole toe then. Who gives a shit about toes? Who gives... Take the whole foot. Who needs it? Feet are just pegs at the end of your leg that are designed to just be smashed into the ground as you get from A to B. They do not need to look good, despite what I would imagine about 70% of the men in here believe. Feet people, you know? I'll never understand it. I can never get behind that. So yeah, I really don't give a fuck about feet. I give them the most basic fucking rinse. I forget they exist. I forget they exist for absolutely ages. I look down and my toenails are like fucking 3 feet long and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got feet. Have you checked out Wiki Feet? Pranav, another black mark against your name. And I mean, just creating such a character for yourself. Excuse me, streamer. You are looking for... attempted Indian, went sort of Egyptian. Excuse me, streamer. From a 90s borderline racist movie. Basically Aladdin, you know. Have you ever seen Tupperware? Do you remember that at the beginning of Aladdin? Anakin, have you ever seen Tupperware? Have you checked out Wiki Feet? You will love it. No, Pranav, I won't. Because I'm not an absolute just detriment to human society like you. Just the lowest form of humanity is Pranav. I mean, unreal, dude. The feet, the Logan Paul, the PewDiePie. You gotta sort some stuff out. You gotta get your shit together, Pranav. You need some self-respect. We gotta get you some points. We gotta earn you some points. We gotta level you up. We gotta poke evolve you into a respectable human that other people would willingly spend time with. I do not know what you are talking about. The worst Indian accent. I do not know what you are talking about. This is a great website. You will love it. I'm getting there with it, okay? Leave me alone. I'm working it out. Alright? It's a public service. No, it isn't, Pranav. Because the thing is, people who are into like feet stuff, they'll find it. They don't need your help. And we don't need to know the weird shit you're into. They will find it. If you're into weird shit, you'll find it. It's on the internet. Rule 34 or whatever. Pregnant aeroplane Boeing 747 porn. It's on the internet. I've seen it. It fucking weirded me out so much. I was like, ugh. Because I'm like, feet are weird. I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, if you're into feet, I think you're a bit of a freak. But compared to whoever the fuck is into pregnant Boeing 747 porn, feet people, completely normal. I take it back. You have to be friends with one. You can either be friends with the guy who's into feet porn or the guy who's into pregnant Boeing 747 porn. Which one is a psychopath? Dude. Oh, the plain stuff. I love Street Lamps. 100% looks it up. Plain erotica. Adelaide knows the search term. I love it when you guys accidentally reveal that you're into it. People that accidentally, yeah, I've never looked up plain erotica on plain erotica. https://plainerotica.org/pregnant Boeing 747.co.uk. I've never gone onto that website. That's absolutely... Wait, people do that? That's crazy. That's the craziest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Just absolutely fucking caught out. Adelaide, freak. Street Labs, freak. Rayman is an eggplant? Yeah, I knew that. It's still weird. It's weird that you find Rayman attractive, JJ, because he's an eggplant. If you put before Pranav, you have a yogurt. Are you trying to make an Danone joke? And you're from Glasgow? Is that what you're doing to me right now? You, Gary, who I have absolutely no doubt is 100% this character, is making an Danone joke to me.
Fucking... I was watching GMTV, right?
I mean, that is, in my head, this is exactly what Gary is like right now watching the stream. Oh, fucking... they updated the Dwarf Archer so that it has the extra arrow on your action surge. You can use a bonus action to actually use your inspiration to make the dwarf fire 2 arrows. So if you use your inspiration after your action surge and you use your bonus action and consume your reaction, you can use...
And I thought, right, you, time to get your cap on.
And you dared, with your Glaswegian accent, to come in here and make a demo that is this face
They show.
that is called PBTV Gary.
Until eventually.
My favourite thing is that Gary has no idea what's going on right now. I mean, that face. What is this? Look, it says it right here.
Gets the end of loose women, pure half one in the afternoon, up for 24 hours, practically.
Dude, right. Dude, I make out at this point I've managed to learn Scottish to the point where I can understand about 95% of a pretty thick Glaswegian accent like this now without dropping too much through the fucking holes. But man, when he really amps it up, it is something, isn't it? This is 100% fully how I expect Gary speaks. I love that you were like, I would love for Gary to type how he speaks phonetically when Gary can barely type anything. I probably have ADHD. It's my favourite thing. Can you imagine if we added Scottish phoneticisms in there? That's a word I just think I made up.
My lid's open with matchsticks, starting to forget.
Gary, I honestly would be astonished if you showed me an image of Gary and he looked like anything less than this. I would be blown away. If he's sitting there in a 3-piece suit. Danan. Fucking. Up done pure tuned into my favourite streamer in the morning, and he was making a joke about how the wee chappie in their chat said his name was Pranav. So I typed into his chat and said, if you put the word in front of Pranav, you get a yogurt. Pure streamer went mad, started comparing me to a piece of fucking shite little Glaswegian reprobate sitting on his sofa with his hair all over his head. Gary. It's got to be how he speaks. I'll be devastated if I ever meet Gary and he's like, hi, how you doing? I'll be so devastated. If Gary doesn't crawl up to me going, I hope you're seen that the new D&D supplement. Gary crawls in. I love it. I love it so much. Appropriate use of a Dutch angle. Because his world has changed. Fuck, man. Go and watch that Thor movie. It's fucking weird. How much of it is in a Dutch angle. The whole film's in a Dutch angle. It is so confusing. It's the worst thing about the movie, and I've never ever seen a use of a Dutch angle so much in a movie in my life. And it was fucking whatever his name is. Someone Branner. What's his name? Derek? No, something Branner. Okay. Quack always sends me a new emote for the gang. When you're trying to read something Gary typed in the chat. I love you, Gary. Thank you for always being a consistent hilarity and chat anomaly for me. Kenneth, that's his name, Kenneth Branner. Morning, Thomas. A king amongst men. He's my special boy, he's my rotten soldier. My sweet cheese is Gary. Blood starts pouring from the walls. Gary lowers himself down in a cobweb made of flesh. Fucking, have you seen this here new book? You're just absolutely beyond terrified, like you don't know what the fuck is going on. What the hell is that? Like lowering himself down. Oh, fucking, you seen this here new D&D supplement, have yous? You start floating up in the air, being force choked. Look at this here. They've said that the Dwarf Ranger gets 2 extra spells at level 4. He would never. Gary is not an evil entity. I don't think Gary has an evil bone in his body. He's a lovely boy, and I will always believe it. He's my sweet cheese. He's my rotten soldier. Imagine we found out Gary was like a mass murderer. He's in jail. 45 accounts of killings in Glasgow or wherever you're from. Some sort of small island off the coast of Scotland. People in the town of Small Town said that Gary was a nice guy. Friendly. Until he wasn't. I know you were born in Glasgow, yeah, you were from there. That's why I'll give you that there Glaswegian fucking done. Can you imagine meeting Gary in real life and he was like, hello, how are you doing? Pip pip, pippity pop. He's wearing like a top hat and a 3-piece suit. He's got a little walking cane with a diamond at the end of it. He does have a suspicious amount of money, does Gary? Considering. He's always like, oh, into another anime convention. Where'd you get a ticket for that, Gary? Oh, it was only 450 Glaswegian pounds. Oh. Alright. He's like, I bought this here life-size statue of a pure beholder. The fuck did you get the money for that, Gary? Shut your mouth, I'm not telling you where I get my money. It's for me to know. You're just not supposed to know. A drug dealer. A drug dealer. Where are you from, Brad? Where do you think I'm from, Chris? Knock him out the box, Chris. Where do you think I'm from, Chris? If you had to guess, Chris, where are you from, Chris? Hey, you want to call me by my real name? I'll call you by yours. Probably not even his real name. He's got a Whack Steven situation going on. Oh, you get the free bus travel card. That's where you're saving. Can I guess? No, you already know. You must know where I'm from, Gary. You've definitely been here long enough to have figured it out by now. He's from Chicago. My favourite thing is joining a professional call. Somewhere in England, but I don't really know different accents, regions of England. Okay, where are you from? And I'll tell you. We'll join like a professional meeting with some professional type bigwig. And they'll be like, hello, Brad, nice to meet you. And then they turn to Whack Steven and they go, hello, Steven. Every time, man. Every time they hit him with the Steven, and it's so awkward because we're like, do we get him or not? Do we tell him and make the poor guy feel like an idiot? Oh, his name isn't actually Steven. But now the guy feels like an idiot and a dickhead for not finding out the real name, you know? Or do we just let him go on forever believing that Whack's name is Steven? Also, why wouldn't Whack's name be Steven? Why the fuck would you call yourself Whack Steven and it isn't your name? What an asshole. Speaking of assholes, it's Orcish. If I was PB, I'd freak out about how long I've been subbed. Yeah, the 33. Johnny Blams. Yeah, Jacksepticeye. Few people do it, man. Remember finding out that Johnny's real name was Thaddeus that day? I do. I was so confused when I got a receipt from Table Story. Oh, does it give you his name? Yeah, I suppose it probably does, doesn't it? If they ever just set up these fucking stupid things. Wait, I thought his name was Whack. It is Whack. Oh, you're from Brazil and you're studying in Germany. Oh, you're fucked then. Yeah, there's no way you're going to understand a single accent. I kind of want Whack to play a assassin in some sort of mafia show called Whack Steven. Hey, it's me, Whack Steven. I can probably arrange that for non-canon. I'm sure we could do that. You've opened a book, and the book is The Sopranos. Whack Steven is about to be whacked, and he knows it. He's got 48 hours to cough up the money for Paulie Walnut's Gutierrez, or else he will be destroyed. We can do that. It'll be arranged. I'll do anything for you, Gary. With Don Estic Dan. It's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like Dan's gonna be busy for the next few months. I've got a sort of sneaking suspicion that hiring Dan for things is going to be difficult. It's already almost impossible getting the cast members I need for the guest spots on non-canon. It's quite literally already become an impossible task, and I'm regretting it. I'm regretting having the guest element and must think of something better to replace it with. And I've got, what, fucking 5 hours? Am I allowed to be here? Yes? Yes, you are. Thank you for asking permission. I mean, the most subservient human being on the planet. Excuse me. Walks into just a Starbucks. Excuse me. Do you mind? I'm hoping, would you mind? Can I come in? Just people walking past. Just asking everyone asking her own fucking tap if she can turn it on to get a glass of water. Do you mind if I have a glass of water? Can I get some water out of you? I walked into non-canon talk. No, we were talking about having an episode of it in which Whack Steven is... It's non-canon, but Whack Steven is playing Whack Steven from The Sopranos. Just for Gary. Literally day by day. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. That's how Dave goes through his life. And also have actually witnessed him do it several times. Just the sweetest little boy. The thing with Dave, I don't know if he's here. Sometimes he watches my VODs later on in the day and I'll get a message from him at 1 minute to 9 in the evening, and I know that it's 1 minute to 9 that he watches them because it's always while I'm like frantically setting up Cura or non-canon or something. But obviously I'm live on Table Story, but it doesn't say I'm live on Discord for anyone because I'm live on a different channel to this one, so no one ever knows. And Dave messages me at 1 minute to 9, which is 1 minute before the show goes live. And he's like, oh, I was watching this thing that you were talking about today on your stream, and Anel said this, and I said that, and I said this, and this other thing, and then, and I really want to talk to Dave, but it's 1 minute to 9. I'm about to start the show. And so I'm like, oh no, because I know that I want to talk to him, and I don't want to just leave him. I want to respond to his message, you know, because I love him. Every time he speaks to me, it genuinely brings a sparkle to my cold, dead heart. But also, I can't just message him and be like, oh, I'm just about to start a show. I'll message you in a minute. Because the guilt that he will feel. Oh, fuck. You were busy doing something and I dared to interrupt it. And so it does it. And you know he will never, ever message you again. Dave and Aaron, the ultimate showdown. Yeah, dude. I love it so much. Anyway, I get jealous of Dave sometimes because me and Dave have the same diagnosis. We have the same form of OCD that not many people have. People think OCD is one thing and it's not, and it's one of the most annoying things about having OCD. It's the reason I don't really talk about it too much of all of my mental health issues. By far the worst one is OCD. It's the one that I need treatment for the most and is the most awful of all of my things. Oh, suicidal depression is nothing compared to OCD. Oh, crippling anxiety, nothing compared to OCD. The thing is, it latches onto those other two things and enhances them and makes them worse. If you think you have bad depression, I guarantee you it's worse if you have OCD as well. It is an enhancement tool for other things, other diagnoses, and makes them worse, right? And he has the same type of OCD anxiety maelstrom of death that I have. And he thinks she does. She has a taster, a little snifter of it, but it is no way. I can tell it's not as intense as me and him because she still does stuff. She's still out there doing things. And that's how I know it's not as bad. So you can sit the fuck down. I'm the Olympics. What do they call it? The Depression Olympics, whatever. But he and I have the same thing. But my version of traumas and OCD and anxiety and depression that ultimately ended up with the same level of diagnosis. I've never met anyone who had as close of a diagnosis in terms of OCD and anxiety as Dave that I have. My version turned me into an asshole. And I look at Dave and everyone just loves him. They just love him so much. He's like a little Care Bear that everyone just wants to cuddle and keep, and he fills them with a warmth like a Care Bear when his little heart on his chest. Remember Care Bears? And they had a heart, bam, and a glowing fucking line of fucking warmth and love would shoot from their bodies and mentally heal the person they were talking to. That is how it feels to talk to Dave. Right? He doesn't think that. He thinks everyone hates him. But he is a Care Bear that everyone loves. I am a wretched little creature filled with hatred and darkness that everyone hates. And I look at Dave and I'm so jealous of him for it. No, yeah, 100%. I know the reason, PB. I know the reason. I'd say, okay, and then also your second message, I'd say no. I'd say you'll feel more comfortable. Not. But I don't know. I don't know. It will all make sense half an hour in. It's not an answer, is it? By the way, welcome to how it feels being in your shows. Do you know what? This is just how it feels to be in one of your shows. She's like, what do you mean? This isn't direction. What am I supposed to do? Whereas she will be like, oh, you're going to be in this fucking amazing thing that we're doing. It's got all this production. There's 85 cast members. I've put all this effort into this thing. And you're like, okay, what is it called and what's it about? I can't tell you that. All right, well, what system is it? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you halfway through. Okay. What do I wear? Whatever you want. What's my character's name? You'll literally find out at the end. Gone. So, honestly, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck if this annoying message of, you know... what was that? The direction I gave Whack and PB for tonight is so confusing. Tune into Non-Canon tonight. It's going to be a doozy. I think if you're a Table Story fan, you'll probably enjoy it. I think in general, if you're a Table Story fan, you'll enjoy non-canon, but it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a doozy. I'm doing some weird shit. I've been sort of gearing up to do some weird shit with this, and it's on at 8 p.m. UK time, which is 3 Eastern. I don't know what that is for the rest of you. Yeah, PB, it's the most annoying thing. Yeah. I sort of thought I would do some weird shit with it. We've only done 2 episodes, but I needed those 2 episodes to set up the very scarce setting that I created of the 2 libraries that are in the show, the light library and the dark library. The first 2 episodes are the opening cutscene of the show, and tonight's episode is sort of really the first episode. You know, the first 2 episodes are. You remember when you watch Battlestar Galactica, and if someone doesn't tell you how to watch Battlestar Galactica, you'll watch it wrong. Galactica, I think I said. The 2 wolves inside me. There are 2 wolves inside of you. One of them's a Care Bear. But if someone tells you to watch Battlestar Galactica, there's a wrong way to watch it. Yeah, you have to watch that mini-series. There's a weird little mini-series that you have to watch before episode 1 of Battlestar Galactica. And if you don't watch that little mini-series, it's just... episode 1 of Battlestar Galactica is shit. The whole show makes no sense. But how would you ever know that exists? You just click season 1, episode 1. Someone has... Deathless! Dude. I withheld so many jokes during the first episode of Deathless about how you started a fucking show. So she's such an asshole. She's become such a Hitchcock, one of those directors that's smoking the fucking thing with a fucking coat on, but it's got a really long collar with feather around it. And she shows up wearing like weird clothes and some little tiny little sunglasses in the center of her nose that aren't actually covering her eyes. And it's nighttime. And she's become one of those people. She's so, well, I like to break the meta of everything. So I'm thinking with this new show, right? I'm going to do something that no one's ever done before. You're like, okay, yeah, great. Will Ferrell in Zoolander, exactly that character. And you're like, okay, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's got to be difficult being M. Night Shyamalan, where you have to do a fucking, oh my god, a crazy reveal plot twist in the middle of something. It's got to be annoying. I get it. It sucks being M. Night Shyamalan. It sucks being Hitchcock and being held to such a high standard and the pressure of having to do something that's just like so unique and interesting every fucking time. You can't just play D&D. So yeah, but she shows up and goes, this time I've decided. Darling, this time I've decided to do something really, really groundbreaking. And you're like, okay, what is it? I'm going to start a show. Right in the middle of the show. What do you mean? I'm thinking that we start with season 3, episode 8. No, don't do that. There's a reason no other show has done that before, and it's not because it's not cool. People are aware you can do that. It isn't like a weird meta thing to do. Don't do that. What do you mean you're going to start... What do you mean you're going to start the show with season 3, episode 8? Yeah, and they can just fuck off and watch the rest on their own. Oh, they'll love it. Oh. Whack, don't let her do this. Why is she doing this? What do you mean it starts season 3, episode 8? Where do I watch the rest of them? You don't. You listen to them only. What have you done? Just trying to break the mold so badly she's fucking just starting shows halfway through a season. I'll give you this though. Here's the thing. One of my favorite shows of all time is a show that a lot of people have seen, and they like it for different reasons, but I like it for this reason. And I think I'm the only person who's ever mentioned it, and I've said it before. A good show, but one of my favorite shows is a show called Sons of Anarchy, which I know a lot of people have seen. A lot of people it's pretty much just one of those. It's a gang type show. It's a show like The Sopranos, but they're on bikes. Okay. And one of the reasons I like that show, right, is that if you just put on season 1, episode 1, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't really know how accurate this is, but I trust my older self to have been accurate with this. I remember just being really interested in it because it just starts as if you're it feels like you're halfway through season 1, because they're just existing like real humans straight away. And by that I mean there's no setup stuff. They don't go, "Hey, look who it is. It's me, Charlie Hunnam. I'm the leader of the gang. My dad used to be the leader of the gang, and now it's kind of Ron Perlman. But I'm gonna be the leader of the gang, and I'm the main character. And you're gonna follow me as your protagonist, and here are the other gang members. He's the funny guy. That's the cool guy. That's the strong guy, and he's the tough guy. This guy's a rat, and he's gonna be revealed as a rat too." You know, when you're watching shows, they do that. They set up the characters for who they are. Sons of Anarchy is weird. It feels like you're watching episode 2, and it's kind of ugh, I don't understand what's going on. I'm struggling to keep up with who all of these people are. But what it does secondarily, and what actually hit me after I kind of got over the fact that I felt a bit confused as to I was like, what are they talking about? They're going where? They're already on a job? What job? Who? Who is this? Which guy's the main guy? What is happening? You know, that's what's sort of happening. But it feels like they're real people that have had real history, that have existed up to the point that the camera started rolling, which is how every show should start, really. But they don't. We start every show with our protagonist getting their superpowers, or you figure out who they are. "I'm going to a party tonight, but man, I'm kind of nervous. Miranda's gonna be there, and she's so hot. She lives in Germany." You know, and you're like, okay, so he's into Miranda. She lives in Germany. You know, you get all that setup shit. Dude, it's the weirdest thing. Go and watch season 1, episode 1 of Sons of Anarchy, because it feels like you just show up. It feels like you turn a corner and now you're in Sons of Anarchy. And they've existed, and they have all this history, and they all know each other, and they've all been existing, and they're already on a job. They're doing something, and you wander into it. And dude, when my brain sort of caught up with that, I don't know when. I literally think at one point I paused the show and checked I was watching episode 1. But I was like, oh, that is so realistic. And I found it so immersive once I just allowed it to be immersive. Because I'd just been inundated with the way Hollywood prepares you for a show, as opposed to what honestly would be an interesting and realistic take on if you showed up in the middle of this long and varied history of a gang at the point in which you show up. And I kind of felt that with Deathless episode 1. It was kind of nice. It was one of the things I really appreciated about that first episode when I was watching it. Because I haven't listened to the things, by the way. I also don't really know anything about what Deathless was about. I was not involved in really any of the production of that show. So you might think that me, Wack, and PB know everything about each other's shows, but it's kind of the opposite. We rarely do. We're just busy working on our own things, and Wack's like, "Hey guys, I've got a new show and it starts." Hey, shut up. Whatever. Do it then. Fucking write it. I don't care. I'm fucking busy. I'm writing my own. You know? And PB's over there "I'm going to be doing some crazy fucking shit." And we're like, "Yeah, we know. Fuck off. Busy. Working on my own show." So we don't always know what each other are doing. Obviously, we have a ballpark idea of what's going on. But it's in terms of the actual content of the show, unless one of us is in it or something, we rarely know each other's full DM plans and stuff. So I went into Deathless 1 with no real idea about what was going on other than what everyone else did, which is so nice to be able to do sometimes when you're just watching shows that PB and Wack have put out, and you're like, I don't know everything about this for once. But that was the sensation I got. It was quite nice because you were just like, oh, some shit went down. he killed a guy at the fucking club, you know? Some shit just went down. And also it was kind of nice coming in after what felt like, I don't know if the previous session was like this because I haven't listened to it, but it felt like you probably came off of like a big combat or something, or at least one or two of the characters did. I'm like, they killed a bunch of people? Wait, like 10 minutes ago? Oh, that's why he's pissed. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on at all. You know? The best bit though, to be honest with you, was when they turned on the TV. Trench made me laugh like 3 times. There was a bit where Trench said something and I wish I could remember what it was now. Fuck, there was a thing that Trench said that I swear to God I went over everyone's head and I tried to remember it and I didn't. Fuck, dude. I'm pissed. No one reacted to it. No one in the chat, no one in the fucking show. Trench said the funniest thing of the show. I know the feeling so much as well. As someone that does it all the time, but I make a joke and no one ever picks up on it. The only person who ever picks up on it sometimes is PB. But he said something really funny and I was like cackling. I was like doing something. I was like cooking or something when it happened. And it was hilarious. And like, no one even noticed it happen because he just delivered it like as if he was saying, yeah, I pick up the newspaper. Yeah, you'll never see. The worst thing when you're producing something on Table Story is when the most important thing a player has ever said happens, but you missed it because you were loading up a song. In your own show. It happens to me all the time. I'll look back and the fucking players are looking at your face or they're waiting for you and you're like, oh, I have no idea what just happened. And everyone in the chat is like, what? And you're like, oh no. I was struggling to find the appropriate song. I was loading up the sound effect that I needed. Holy shit. What the hell just happened? And it's the most important turning point of the entire show and you just have no idea. Someone's crying. Yeah. You're like, how can I not be the one that... I don't know what just happened. You missed the best and most important moment in your entire show. Oh, it's so funny. Imagine a show where it starts at episode 30 and goes backwards Tenet style. Wax sort of did that once. It was the Jamais View, right? It starts with the final episode. It doesn't go backwards like Tenet. It was just the most insane thing I'd ever heard him say to me. Because I can't imagine anything more difficult to run. And on top of that, he made it even more difficult for himself because he put Chaos Incarnate in the cast, Tiger Writer. I'm like, but you have to get them to this point by the end of the show. You've started them at B, and then you go back to A, and you have to get them to B. And Wack was like, yeah, I can handle that. I believe you, but you've placed Tiger Writer in the show. A clinically insane chaos gremlin. Good luck. I believe in you. Almost the How I Met Your Mother problem, yeah. You made it work. It's a cool concept though. Go and watch it. It's out there somewhere on one of the feeds, maybe. Everything's been chaos this week, so maybe it's not. Who knows? All we've had is endless people being like, hey, the missing episode is, there's a missing episode from the, and we're like, I believe that's our day tomorrow, is it, PB? Is that what we're doing? We're fixing everything. I've booked the day off so that I get a day off. Great. What are you going to do with your day off? Work. As I always do on Saturdays, on Table Story things. This week should be fine. Next week I'm dreading. Because I have to come up with the final act of Cura and a sort of 2-shot that they're going to be going through. And I just know that I'm going to have no time. And like I have to come up with a 1-shot every single week at the moment for non-canon. Which is like kind of a lot of work sometimes and kind of a lot of not a lot of work other times. It's weird though. It's really different to coming up with. The nice thing about Cura is that they've been in kind of a dungeon for a few weeks. So once you make a dungeon is like so much work 1 week. and then reduces your workload the entire time they're in that dungeon because you've already done it. But you can't really do that with something like non-canon because it's just an endless series of one-shots. Unless I prep 2 weeks worth, which I'm going to start trying to do. We'll see. We'll see. I heard with How I Met Your Mother, they had to record the ending years in advance because otherwise the kids would be in their 20s by the time they were done. I've never actually seen How I Met Your Mother. I've just seen everything about it ever. But yeah, that sounds appropriately correct. But how did they know that? I mean, it was a sitcom, right? There's no way they planned. I mean, I guess they could have done it. Oh, yeah. Fusion Dance, the 2 into non-canon Cura. I mean, that will at some point most certainly happen. That's what non-canon is all about. Tune in tonight to non-canon to find out what are birds. We just don't know. We just don't know. We play an hour of whatever this fucking game is called.
Wukong touch the sky, he is fighting, big animal. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Monkey with the stick, causing such a ruckus, jumping through the heavens, making gods piss and fuss. Go, go, go! Monkey with the stick, never gonna bow. Yeah! Pro disguise, Wukong never dies. His legend's so thick, always go now. Monkey with the stick.
Accidentally deleted all of the button press noises, so I replaced it with, because it's funny, but I don't have any button presses. Do not redeem. Do not redeem, Anakin. Anakin. Do not redeem. I'm eating a pack of McCoys, leave me alone. Didn't have time to eat anything this morning, leave me alone. I've been very unwell this week and everyone keeps making me do things like run shows. I have to just pretend that I'm not dying. Yeah, I want to do that, that's fun. What flavour? I'm not telling you. What flavour do you think it is? I'm not telling you that. And again. The best thing about... Oh my god, I'm playing it with fucking keyboard and mouse. The best thing about Murgle's Obi-Wan Kenobi impression was how accurately she got the Indian accent down. You know what I mean? Like, she obviously destroyed the attempt of Obi-Wan, but just nailed an Indian accent. It was absolutely perfect. If you closed your eyes, you believed that she was Indian in that moment. Should you actually take Saturday off? You take Saturday off. If you do it, I'll do it. How about that? Checkmate. Bitch. Where am I? Where the fuck am I in this game? I do not remember. I have no memory of this place. I have no memory of this place. Oh, I like teleported here, didn't I? I mean, PB starting every campaign. You have no memory and don't know where you are. So that I have time to write everything because I haven't written a single fucking thing. I've just spent 6 weeks doing sound design and forgot to write the campaign. You're in a cave? Angel Cake, thank you so much for the cold hard cash. Brad, what can we in chat do for you today? Either give me money. You can raid the channel. Or just shut the fuck up. Oh, not again.
Back to where you belong. I'll meet your end here.
Oh, gotta fight him again? Where am I? In the land of the dead?
The Yellow Wind King. I patrolled this land.
No, you're an asshole. Thank you for the money, T-Chef.
Scourge of the common folk. Our king seeks to subdue it. Commoners must not intrude.
Is it even him? Is it a different guy? Am I just lion racist? Not a lion, Bradley. Shocking. Some money, thank you so much. I raided at the start, so here's some money. Oh, is that how that works? You have to give me all 3. Thank you so much for the $5. The old skydiver. Holy diver. You've been down too long in the midnight sea.
It will be on my head.
Horace.
If any heedless fools trouble our king.
Bought 6 months in advance. Holy shit, dude. I'm gonna fucking... I'm going out. I'm going out tonight on that one. Thanks for the 5 gift subs. I love that all you have to do is ask for money and then it happens on the internet. This has been my problem. This is why I've not earned any money over the last fucking 10 years, isn't it? Thank you so much, Anonymous. What is this, PB? Am I playing this now? She sent me a audio. Okay. It's not for now. Alright, this guy is going to beat me up.
You scorn my words?
Oh, it is a different guy.
I'll have you served to the king's dinner!
Tiger Vanguard. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking have him. Oh, he's me already. I can turn into a big forehead man. He's getting stressed out. Check this out. He actually stays stunned for a long time. Unheard of. Ow. Please.
Cross slash!
No, dude, I was doing him as well. If I had just been allowed to heal. Did he just say cross slash? You motherfucker. I'll allow it. You can kill me via cross slash. Thanks for the raids. What was the third one? Didn't I say you have to shut up when you speak to me or something? There's only one rule in this channel. It's shut up when you speak to me. You shut your damn mouth. You shut your damn mouth when you speak to me. He's played Chrono Trigger, yeah. I'll allow it.
Why'd you have to turn a deaf ear to my warning?
It was a good opener last time. Still got me. Your bullshit little moves. I can't do ground and pound moves. Oh, he does a lot of damage.
While I stand, none shall pass.
What about some shadow clones? You like that? Check that little move
All
out.
that stuff, look.
Which one's me? Don't know, do you? Oh, he does. Now check it out. I'm a wolf on fire. Denzel Washington's famed movie, Wolf on Fire. You like that? Now you're on fire. Lion on fire. Easy peasy, bitch.
Such fierce staff work. You wield grand might. Brave soul, why not use this might to aid my king's good deed?
The whole reason I started doing this fucking pig side quest was to kill that guy, no? The king?
Our king comes from Mount Lingshan. His kind heart seeks to end the place's suffering. The Yao Guai's skills run deep, yet with your help, our chances will be doubled.
That guy is voiced by, and I think possibly mocapped by the guy that played Geor Mormont. Jon Snow, take this here sword. It belongs to our family, but I've decided to give it to you instead, on account of you're the main character of this show up until the very last moment when we decided to make it a 4-year-old girl who had no fucking right to do what she did. Ruining fucking everything at last chance. At last moment. When stamina is depleted, I can still do a little attack. I'll have it. That cost me 2. That's perfect for me, that one, though. I can't believe doing all this stuff for that fucking pig has provided me with nothing. Dude, this is the most annoying thing. Yesterday, someone came in and ruined the entire day by subtly backseat gaming a quiet little, just a little element about the game that might to some of you seem like not a big deal, but completely undid my entire life. And so because of that, I decided to just do what they were backseat gaming me about, which was go and do this bollocks fucking side quest for a pig. And the pig has sent me on such a runaround that I've literally ended up in a completely different world. And they keep talking about the Wind King, who I think was the guy who originally I was going to get an item to defeat. But I'm confused because this is a different place. Oh, it is him! Look! Big fucker. With the, he's got the the trident. Aquaman's trident. The King Ariel's father. What's Ariel's father called? Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the monkey who has everything? Triton. Neptune? Which one is it? It's Triton. King Triton! Because the crab shows up, the fucking Jamaican crab, and is like, Triton, hear me now, me be going to save Ariel. You thought it was King Trident? I'm King Trident, and this is my trident. Witness my trident. Huh. She's got everything. I've got staffs and I've got some medicines. I've got vessels and masks, oh galore. You want abilities to turn into stuff? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Here we go. Is he going to attack me or talk to me? So when I was fighting this guy in a different area, he was just obliterating me. He has like, I reckon if I'd just carried on fighting him, I would have had him done. But he has a couple of moves that are just like, they're almost, it reminds me of when you play fucking Tekken and shit, and you get grabbed. For some reason he has these like grabs, and then these like weird wind moves that just do so much damage to me at the end when he's on like 1 HP. So I wonder if he gives me something in order to defeat him, then I go back to the other place.
You bested my vanguard.
I'm gonna best you as well.
You indeed have skills.
I do have skills.
That Yao Guai must have some vessel that counters me. Even my Samadhi wind can't hurt it.
This
There
is
is only one way.
Orcish King of the Skaven.
I'll
A
sound the
rat man.
drums and it'll count forward. If you are willing, I ask you to seize its vessel at the right time. Then the Yao Guai will be mine.
I really like this mythology. I wish I knew anything about what they were talking about, but I think it's cool. Big animal mythology. Whoa! That's the motherfucker that keeps jumping on me. It was the beetle. Fuban. So do I beat the bug and that gives me the power to beat him?
Here, at the western end of the world, each day the sun sets and boils the sea. The boiling hiss is sharp enough to ravage babies in their cradles. The people sound drums to counter the impact, but the drums draw this Yao Guai.
Dune.
The vessel this Yao Guai holds protects it from me. Your boldness in venturing here is clear. Aid me with this.
Are you going to fight with me though, or do I have to do it on my own and you're going to be like, thanks for helping me, and actually it was all me? Really is orcish. That fucking 2-bit criminal. Okay. Now we're fighting a bug. All of this came from that shitty side quest from the pig. Someone came in yesterday and was just like, there's something that will help you with this fight if you go and collect it. And I thought it was just going to be like the most simple thing. Ooh. That increases defense, which we're going for. We're going for the Iron Monkey. But this on successful hits with light attack combo moderately increases attack. I'll do it. We'll do that. I also do have a new mask. Oh, I have the pig mask. Don't tell PB. That actually looks sick. He looks like, what's that guy's name from Demon Slayer? For a short time after using the gourd, moderately increase attack. I don't think I want that. Inosuke. Is there more of that yet? The last thing I watched was the movie. The movie that had the fire dude in it that was just dope as shit. It's more on it. It's like me and horses. I can handle horses in like video games, but show me one in real life and I'll literally cry. The pig man might have freaked you out, the actual pig that we got this quest from. He's also kind of cool. It hurt me and I was in Stone Man form. Can't be. It's the goddamn chosen one. Oh, he's hurting me so badly. What if I headbutt him? Can I freeze him? No. I don't know what I'm aiming at. His arms and legs. Oh, his arms. Oh, he's got different arms. Guys, he's got different arms. He'll be blown away to find out. Oh, you fucked up. I thought he was gonna hit me. Fuck. That's what I was like waiting for just then. T-Rex sound effect. They pitch it down. Up. Oh, I can't do the ground slammers in this game. I'm just so bad at it. It's almost like the streamer HUD blindness thing. I wish that missed. I wish that, like, if they swiped at you low to the ground like that while you were doing the extendy pole. Oh, he can be frozen. Like this. So, like, if they swipe you low. Black Shadow clones. Get him, boys! Just tanking way too much damage here. Stop! Oh, he's burrowing away. Oh, that's terrifying. Here it comes again. Move aside. Yeah, well, thanks for that help. Are you doing something? You're not helping me. You said you were going to help.
Hiding like a coward again? I will make you come
Are
out.
you going to do the drums? Oh. Oh, it's a cutscene. Let's go, Rat King. I'm going to feel bad about having to go back and kill you now. Well, I guess I don't kill everyone, I just sort of defeat them. Oh, it's dead? Wait, what is happening?
Now, seize the vessel.
Oh. Oh, what do you mean, seize the vessel? How do I get up there? How do I get up? What? Platforming? What does it want me to do? Am I supposed to be climbing up his face? Probably. Oh no, it placed me right there. Oh my god, I'm so stupid, dude. It's unbelievable. The pig last move is kinda awesome. What pig? I don't remember what his last move was.
I'll join you.
Yes, he's getting in the fight. Let's go. Oh, the team up. This is like when Goku and Vegeta team up. He is Vegeta, isn't he? Because this is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball 2. This is Dragon Ball GT. The greatest of all Dragon Ball shows. Transform. I have no idea what is going on here. It's like a pirate song.
No one would fear you! Do it now, young monkey!
Do what? Just hit him. I've got no fucking stamina. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. I feel good if I can get at least one boss done a day in this game, and I'm not going to be streaming for that long today, so I'm happy that I got one in. In fact, I got two in. Both quite easy. I think maybe I was supposed to do it earlier on in the game, though. That's why they were so easy. Oh, dang. I don't actually know what we're helping him to do here. Pig did tell me the story yesterday. We are tiny, Anna, yeah. Did you see the opening to this game? The beginning of this game is fucking so worth... It's worth playing for the beginning alone.
On the folks' behalf, I thank you.
The Skaven folk. You can just look it up on YouTube. Just watch the... It's sort of a cutscene, but it's a bit interactable. And then there's a bit of a fight, but it's just fucking cool looking. Go and find some like super 4K version of the opening. I loved it. I've been thinking about it every single day. Ever. Since the beginning of my life. Now what? We wake up from the dream. It was a genjutsu. Don't know why I overpronounced the word D in the dream there. The Wind Tamer. Fuck me, we finally got it. It only took 2 days. I've literally got no idea what it even does. I mean, I don't use this fireproof thing either, so... Upon activation, massively increases damage reduction for a short duration and grants immunity to strong winds. So when am I supposed to use it then? During the... When he's doing his hurricane thing at the end? I don't even know when I would use this in the fight. That's hilarious, after all of that, you know? I don't even know what I would use it for. I needed it to be passive, yeah. I can't do actives. You'll never see me use an active thing. The only active thing I can use in any game ever is Zonya's Hourglass in League of Legends. Because I play mages and it is required for all mages to use Zonya's Hourglass. And other than that, I will never use active stuff if I don't have to. Because I can't remember that much stuff in my brain at one time. I just can't do it. Especially now, I'm too old. I'm old and broken. My brain is fully broken now. There's literally nothing left. Now where is that fucking rat? I can't remember exactly where he is. Did I get a spark as well? I did. Oh my god, the optical illusion explodes. We gotta go for it. We must. He is... Where is he? In the hideout? No. Sandgate Village. There it is, isn't it? Valley of Despair. The Valley of Despair. That is what we call Orkish's bedroom. Oh, maybe it's not. This isn't it, is it? God damn it, where is it? Is it this? I was afraid you were going to make the joke. Well, I did. Live in fear. This isn't it either. You know me, I would never joke about such a thing. Okay, it's definitely Yellow Wind Ridge. There's that bridge. Hamlet. Is it the gate? No. It's none of these places. I thought it was this, but it isn't. Maybe it is this. Anyone know where that rat is? You can answer it. You won't get in trouble. All of the options look the same to me. It is the cellar? Oh, I thought the cellar was the Cave of Wonders. From Aladdin. Street rat! Riff raff! I don't buy that. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. Here we go. The time has come. I have the ultimate weapon to use against him. I don't know when I'm supposed to use it or what it does for me in any way. I wonder if I can buy more defense points from the other rat first. I will use the stance of the Iron Monkey. I have committed all of my points to defense. Such is the way of the Iron Monkey.
Lao, illuminate your path, brave one.
This one, isn't it? I can do one.
Seek from within to ascend.
One
Seek
more
from
piece of
without
iron.
to craft pills.
My skin will turn from rock to
All things can
iron,
be
from iron to
material,
gold, from
yet I
gold
choose
to
the
diamond, from
rarest
diamond
few-
to an unobtainium. Remember, unobtainium, dude, is the worst name of anything in any movie ever given. I mean, literally the last thing he wrote into Avatar, wasn't it? He was sitting there writing Avatar. And like the first Avatar, I mean, the papyrus thing is hilarious, but like the first Avatar is pretty decent, admittedly. It's not my favorite film. Everyone was obsessed with it. I didn't get it. I still don't get it. But they have that weird thing like people who like Nintendo have with Avatar. Some people love it a little bit too much. And I feel like maybe it's a sexual thing, but I'm not going to question it too hard. That being said, it's a pretty decent movie. But he was sitting there 5 a.m. The draft that he was sending over to like Warner Brothers, whoever, was almost finished. But he had to send it. He had to send the email in 20 minutes. And he was sitting there going, oh fuck, I forgot this one thing. What do I call it? The metal. The metal, what do I call it? And his wife is like, why are you waking me up? Like, oh my God. You've been writing this for how long? I thought you were writing it for like 10 years. And he's like, no, we always say that. We always say that, but we're not really. We came up with the idea 10 years ago, and now we can sort of claim that we've been writing it for 10 years, but really we haven't. All right, well, what is it? It's metal. It's metal. Well, like, what type of metal? It's like a really rare metal. It's like unobtainable. Dude, 5 a.m. And he just went, email sent. Fuck, I'm going to bed. The worst name. The worst name of anything in any movie.
A skinny wretch like you.
Let's go, you little bitch. I've got a completely useless item now. Get headbutted. Get fucking frozen in time. I've got Bernard to watch, you absolute twat. Get hit by my big stick, motherfucker. You like that? Plenty more where that came from. You absolute giant, skinny looking little fucking womble of a man. He looks like a womble. Tell me he doesn't. He looks like a stretched out womble. What the fuck? That hit me? That didn't hit me. Oh, the Mandalorian theme is playing the whole time. Forgot about it. Oh yeah, unlimited blade works. Oh. I committed myself there and made a mistake. Dude, the amount of times I click L1 and I wait for him to start drinking and he doesn't. How did that hit me?
Who in all the realms can withstand its power?
Now? No. I don't know when I'm supposed to use this bullshit.
Let the wind kill.
I hate it. I hate it so much. The thing is, the things are so much bigger than you that you fight in this game that you have no depth perception on them. I used the fucking thing while he was in the middle. He gets iframes, which pisses me off as well. What's happening? Why did it unlock me from him? Oh, so annoying. Oh, the most annoying. Feels good when you get that move in, at least. Not what I wanted to do at all. I guess we might as well use it so we know what it does. Oh, it dispels his thing? No, it ain't done shit. It's done absolutely nothing at all. As suspected, it did nothing at all. And I died while he was frozen by something completely different. What killed me there? The wind came back? I don't understand what keeps killing me in this fight. There's just some other thing in the fight that I'm completely unaware of, like an invisible man. It must be some wind bullshit, but I don't see it at all. And I don't know if it's streamer blindness or if I'm just being stupid or what. Well, maybe a little from column A and a little from column B. Alright. I know that one of you was typing it, so stop.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
Every time this shit shows up for an episode of Cura. The early dodge. The relentless early dodge fuck up that I do. Every goddamn motherfucking bullshit time. 100% I dodged it. You all saw it. This game can suck, man. Oh, how did it miss him? It shouldn't be allowed to miss. The extendy pole should never be allowed to miss. It should stretch to wherever they are. Hatred. Absolute pure hatred.
And a renegade whom they will never forgive. So be it. Now!
What was he doing? Oh, I was trying to pull off the other move. Use it! Use the ability! Wukong! Please!
The Wind Tamer! How is it yours to use?
Because we just hung out like 20 minutes ago and you gave it to me. Come on. Oh my good god, dude. I don't actually know if that Wind Tamer helped me at all. I feel like it didn't.
Your storytell and spell and
I feel like it did nothing, I can't tell. I have no idea what it did.
Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
It's hilarious. I reckon if I'd have just carried on doing that yesterday, that's what would have happened 10 minutes after we started doing the side quest instead. Oh, he grows big. It was his head all along. Wow. Who could have ever guessed that the beheaded person's head was the head that had been beheaded all along? None of us saw it coming. Old Triple Chins is back.
Amitabha.
Amitabha, my friend.
I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru,
Dude, I love that band.
the warden of this rat. After the great sage's passing, his sixth senses were scattered across the mortal realm. This thieving rat chanced upon one of them, yet hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent. A victim of his deceit, I had my head taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored. You are the sole worthy one to keep it. Please,
What is it? A water
keep
bomb?
it secure in my stead.
I will. Whatever your name was. Backkeeper. An Infinity Gauntlet. Oh yeah, sick. We're getting another little anime show to watch. Is that him? Oh, it's not. It's fucking like stop motion. Look how fucking good this looks. Dude. Oh. It's not enough. You've got to clean the wound. Save the fox. Yes. Save the world. Dude, that looks real. Is this real? What is this? Is this a real stop motion animation? It can't be. No. Yeah, bitches. This is crazy. Oh, is he a doctor? What is happening? Dude, this is dope as shit. The other one was really cool, but this one's fucking amazing. I hope there's one at the end of every chapter. It's real, Annie? That's sick. Yeah, they cooked so hard. Is it the same animation company that did the other one then? They were just fucking around? That's hilarious. But now what? So he's gonna reach enlightenment, but stay behind? No. Who's done this? I wonder if that tiny little fox is the absolutely ginormous thing we fought at the beginning. Oh. Fox. Yeah. You saved the fox and it came back? Surely not. Oh, it was a dream. Dude, that was fucked up. Ah. Oh. He's gonna kill it. Oh, I knew it, dude. You knew he was gonna kill it. Fucking Asia. There's an animal, man. They're gonna get it.
Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais. Each of them bears a distinct root from birth, superior and inferior. None should disturb what's decided. Am I right? Sun Wukong?
Is he talking to me? So I am Sun Wukong now? Reincarnated or some shit? Does that say yellow sand, desolate dusk? What?
With the wind and sand you've endured here, did you reach the forgotten kingdom at the end of the land? Did you find the clash of stones and the fall of Tiger's acolyte? If you shut your ears and heed only your inner murmur, I fear the more you yearn for flawless endings, the further you'll stray from the path. Rats and cats, neither grasped their destiny, and yet neither admitted it. Listen closely, young one. Their complaints ride upon the wind.
You mean ears? Oh, it was this that he gave me. Okay. That was sick, man. The first one, the Jinchuriki fucking thing was cool as shit as well, but that one was really nice. Yeah, it's insane how... Oh, I can move around on this. I didn't realize. Zoom.
Spared him, punished him, avoided him, eluded him. Master's grace taught, disciples' plot sought. His golden long staff meant nothing once mortal compassions took root. Bodhisattvas too could fall in this way.
He's a fallen bodhisattva? How does that work?
On a white deer or a green bull the celestial courtiers mount. On a cyan lion or a white elephant the bodhisattvas ride. This great beetle, too, could be someone's mount.
The little Squidward at the bottom there, look at him.
No wind wrought such destruction here. The Samadhi wind brought only malice here. Vajras and Arhats before the yellow wind shivered. Mounts of bodhisattvas, a lion cyan and an elephant white, in fear quivered. A wicked Yaoguai of fierce might followed a discerning master. It was his blessing, but also became his curse.
It just makes me feel like the worst, most fucking uninteresting writer on the entire planet. I put so much effort into stuff and then I'm like, oh, it's just absolute dog shit. Like, this is so cool. White snow, ice cold. Snow biome. It's time. I really love the mythology in this. I'm gonna go away and look up some more about it. I actually did a tiny little bit of looking into it for Cura, but they didn't go to any of the areas of the world that were Chinese mythology inspired. But the angel spear that is referenced is sometimes referenced as whatever Sun Wukong's staff is called. I forget what it's called. I think the last word is bang. Something something bang. I know that I butchered it when I pronounced it in Cura because I was saying all of the different names that the different cultures have for it. But I don't really know. I know very little about Chinese culture. I know a little bit about Japan just through how much anime I watch. I know a lot about Korea now because I watched so much Korean daytime TV for so many years. I know very little about traditional Chinese mythologies and culture. It's Krillin. He's got the Krillin monk dots. Oh! And then he turned into a tiny Buddha statue. Avenue X. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'm curious because this is sort of a sequel to the previous story, isn't it? That's what I was told. I want to know the original story. I know the Journey to the West story pretty well because it's in a lot of different things, isn't it? You're going to attack me straight away. Oh, you're not a big deal. Check this out. Cool looking, man. It's a good game. I'm really enjoying it. I wish that I knew anything about the mythology so that I could be like, whoa, what the fuck? But there's also kind of a charm to having no idea what they're referencing. You know, you're just completely immersed in this setting where they're like, a fucking giant rat is telling you a weird story, a pig is telling you a story. There was all those cloud people at the beginning. And you just get this kind of full... like a just completely alien experience because I don't know anything about this story outside of the real basic idea of who Sun Wukong was and all of that stuff. Flying things? I can't do flying things. And then aside from that, the game is fun to play because it's got all the fun things from a Dark Souls game, or more sort of closely I think to Sekiro. But like not the annoying stuff that makes those games just unplayable and intolerable after a little while. Like everything in this is doable. You don't just lose your souls and run off and have to go and get them back every 2 seconds. But there is an element of challenge to even some of the smaller things that you fight. But you don't have to do that annoying, toxic, fucking, relentlessly dying aspect as much in this. Which I appreciate because I just can't be fucked. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time for it. If I was 16, I probably would have been like exactly like everyone else who's like, glazing Dark Souls and Elden Ring and shit all the time. But it feels more doable, but you get the same sense of satisfaction from defeating the bosses. Which is ultimately the nice thing about, I think, a lot of those games. The sensation of defeating one of the bosses in Dark Souls. You get such a sense of relief and satisfaction from actually defeating and doing something difficult rather than just, you know, we're all just eating the easiest meal in every game now. The games are just showing us what to do. Half the games play themselves. There's the thing. I just want to quickly see if there was another route down here. But then you get the added thing of just the way that they're presenting the mythology is nice, but then they give you these little animations that are unique. But they're beautiful. Both of them have been absolutely stunning. It's great. It's a great game. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Big Animal, Monkey with a Stick, the game. It's built to challenge you, not fuck you over, yeah, which I prefer at this point. I'm too old, mate. I can't be doing none of that anymore. Put me back out trying to play a video game, you know what I mean? I am dummy dumb. Where do I find subtitles? I'm at work and I'd love to have some idea what Brad is saying. Can you do subtitles without a plugin on Twitch? Does anyone know? I've never done it. I haven't got the plugin that we use for Table Story because this is Streamlabs OBS, not OBS Studio. Turn on CC in the options. Someone tell him that. Well, he's just read it, hasn't he? They were all going to come to life. They are. Oh, they're going to vanish. He's starting to look more legit now though, isn't he? Look at the armor he's wearing. At the beginning we were just literally a monkey with a stick. Another monkey. Classic looking sight. Like one of those snow macaques that you get in Japan. Cries in silence. Someone tell him that Gary just told him what to do and he ignored it. Ah! He does a death attack. Monkey knowledge. This is why this is really my favorite game, but I can't tell anyone. My childlike fixation with monkeys when I was a kid. That was my whatever Star Citizen is to Maya. Whatever Avatar is to Greg. Whatever being a piece of shit is to PB. You got to turn on an extension. There you go. Gary's got the hookup, guys. Gary's got him sorted. Here, another one. Macaque Chief. Nailed it. We're in Japan now. Are there these in China? My monkey knowledge doesn't extend that far. Oh, you dodged it, you lucky little bastard. Were you trying to pray? Now I feel bad. Did he just fucking instant transmission? Yes, dude. I love that shit. I love it when a weird, tricksy little character just teleports away and goes, you know. It's the best. It's the best moment in anything. According to Google, China has a large population of wild rhesus macaques. Okay. But these are like the... I mean, maybe that's what he is, yeah. He does have the thin tail. But like, yeah, they're all over the place. Those are the ones that steal everything off of people. You see those videos? That's what those guys are. But the snowy macaques that I'm thinking of, if you can imagine those Japanese hot springs, but they're in the snow, and those ones that have the monkeys in, those are the ones that I thought he was. You are just a bat demon with you literally have a pitchfork. I don't understand what you're about. Don't trust it. We've arrived at the temple. Zombies. Resident Evil Village. Oh, you fucking sly little shit. Oh, one of you's got an arrow. Oh, you're a bow. I'm stuck in a fucking corner. There's only one thing for it. No! He did a little movie on me. He did a little sly little move. He's got my hairline. Look at him. He's got the bullseye thing on his head from Daredevil. The actual bullseye from the... Colin Farrell's bullseye is obviously the one I'm referencing. Hey man, I'm still really upset about the pigs in a blanket Heinz beans that your country has made, and I hold you responsible. Hey, I just wanted to send you a quick message to let you know that I'm unhappy about something that you have done. We get it, Orcish, okay. Always complaining about Heinz products. Alright? We're aware as a country. I hate all of those types of foods. You're preaching to the choir here. Wait, they have Christmas spices in them. What does that mean? What do Christmas spices taste like? I don't know, but I hate it. I mean, they always do those weird one-off products of stuff that are just like... I can't imagine anyone buys them outside of the first one gimmick they do. Like years ago they did all those weird like Pringles flavors and all the like weird pot noodle flavors and stuff that they'll just put out. Lele 100% just eats it. Lele's one of those disgusting, scummy, normie people that eats that kind of stuff, though. There's a certain caliber of human that will eat that kind of thing very just happily. And Lele is it. Whatever that is. Just an animal. An animal... eating out of a plastic pot of animal food. And they all eat those kinds of foods. That kind of British person. I don't know what to describe them as, because it's most people in the country. So everyone in here is like, what are you talking about, mate? Nah, because I go down the fucking Millwall of a Saturday and I have a pint and maybe I have a fucking bit of Heinz beans, pigs in a blanket on the way home. Yeah? Well, you think you're fucking better than me? Yeah, I do. You're a disgusting freak of a human. Get the fuck away from me. Whatever that is, whatever those people are called. What do you call them? Normie. But it's less than a normie. It's not just like being a normie is just someone who's like, yeah, I watch normal TV and do a normal 9 to 5 and have a husband and 2 kids. And you're like, all right, well, you just have no idea what I'm talking about when I reference something from the internet, or I'm talking about a meme or a TikTok. That's just a normie, innit? And then there are the ones that eat these disgusting foods. These nasty Heinz beans, pigs in a blanket, special edition shit. And whatever type of creature that one is. And if you're from the UK, I think you know what I'm talking about, unless you are the thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're the you are it. And always, every time one of these things comes up or something like that happens, Lele is just sat there like, yeah, that makes complete sense to me. I love pickle flavour Heinz ketchup. And you're like, oh, you are it. You are the queen of these people. She literally just skates by on the internet because she played Diablo 3. Because she played Diablo 3, she gets away with way more than she deserves to. Oh, you know what? You got loads of friends? I got loads of friends. How about that? How about that? How about I fucking headbutt both of you like I was gonna, and you fucking leave me alone? How about I freeze you where you stand and my friends are gonna beat the fuck out of you? How about that? Yeah, it's fucking annoying, isn't it? Getting jumped by a bunch of blokes. Exactly that, Orcish, yeah. Who wants a fucking burger? I watched a TikTok yesterday where they had that guy, the Who Wants to Have a Burger guy. And they brought in 2 other TikTokers and he was ordering food in front of these 2 TikTokers. One of those TikTokers is on a diet and the other one is like in shape. He's like well in shape. You can tell he's never eaten a fucking Chinese takeaway in his life. And he's like, yeah, we'll have fucking 7 black bean sauce beefs. We'll have them large. We'll have prawn balls. We'll have chicken balls large. This guy who is going to have the most unbelievable heart attack any day now. And like, that's their whole thing, you know. And like that's how they show. The problem is you become that person because you show off by being that person. Yeah, like me, the lads always know I love having fucking. I always eat 10 prawn balls instead of they always have 2. I have 10. And now you're locked into that for your whole life. You're fucked because that's your entire personality. That's your whole gimmick. So now you've got to eat 10 prawn balls every night. You're gonna fucking die at 32 of massive cardiac arrest. Your fucking heart just pops after the fucking nine prawn balls on a random Wednesday at 32. His heart goes bosh and explodes out of his fucking chest. Those guys, exactly those people. But the thing is, Orkish, though, that bloke who's like, yeah, well, bosh, we'll have fucking Chinese, we'll have, you know, that guy. He, who wants a burger guy, that is 95% of the population of this country. I'm not kidding. They're all like that. So whenever you hear me referencing, it's my whole family like it. Whenever you hear me referencing those types of people, he's not like an anomaly. He's just like the one that everyone watches on TikTok. That is honestly, I swear to God, most people in this country, they're like that. They're all down the football every weekend. They're all just the same. It's fucking frightening as shit. And if you're not like them, you're an absolute pariah, which is what my childhood was me. Me being like, I like animes and boys. You know, it was unheard of. Imagine saying that to him. Imagine saying that to him. So I had to just be like them for my whole life. And you have a touch of this as well, where you have to become the very thing you swore to destroy. You live long enough to see yourself, because you mask so long as one of them. They're like, you want some prawn balls? And you're like, yeah, fuck it, and we're going to have sex with a woman as well. And then we're going to drive the fucking fastest cars, and we'll have a fight and a kebab and that. Yeah, football, yeah, I love it and all, mate. I fucking love it. And you have to become one. And you have to sit in that pocket for 25 years. Until eventually you're like old enough to be like, I can't be fucked to do this anymore. I hate all of you. I hate absolutely every single fucking one of you. And partially I hate you because of who you are. And all of your beliefs and ideologies. The way you interface with the world. The way you interface with culture. The way that you fucking treat people. I hate you for all of those reasons. And I also personally hate you because I'm nothing like you. And the way that I've had to live my life because of you has fucking ruined me and destroyed my brain. Because now, when I think I should kiss that boy, part of my brain goes, huh, gay, you're a fucking, you little, go get a prawn ball. Dude, it's the worst. And now my brain is fucking ruined forever because of it. Because I have it in me. I have that toxic masculinity in me because it was downloaded into me as a child. And you have to undo all of your, like, coding. Oh, wow. A little bit of, Ooh, they're doing me over and I haven't got my friends to back me up. Right, you stay still. Let me just try and have these two blokes before you unfreeze. Then I can just 1v1 him. Oh god, there's another one. Oh. These games are all the same, aren't they? You get this with Dark Souls and shit. As soon as there's like multiple enemies of different types, you can't, because they're staggering their moves, which is not how the game is designed to be played. You just get absolutely ruined. Come on down. Oh, why is my little move not popping? I clicked that about 50 times. You can see me bringing it up. stuff, man. This guy is exactly what I look like if I take off my cap and t-shirt. That's what I look like over that hairline, that body. But that's me. I take off my cap, glasses, and t-shirt. This is exactly me. Some days it's truly what I think I am, and then I catch myself in the mirror, and I want to die. Oh, he was a little sub-boss. Okay, that's why he was so difficult to kill. Imprinting, yeah, it is literally. Discovered a year or two ago. Sorry, Gary, I misread that. Discovered a year or two ago. I liked French toast and onion rings. All right, well, thanks so much for letting us go. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary. You've been on one today, Gary. He's really been excessively Garying for us. I appreciate that you've been locked in into being not just Gary, but the character of Gary for us as well, who exist in superposition. Both Gary, the human being out there living his life, and the character of Gary that we have created around him, who has become legend in this channel. A legendary creature. A Pokemon shiny card if you pull it from the pack. Truly a legendary pull. Hello? I go down here? Oh my god, I can. I hear something. Orcish. That's how Orcish arrives in the chat room in the morning. Floating down from the ceiling like a little gremlin bat. I'm gonna find in 10 years it isn't Scottish lad, but actually Gary Busey. That's what I was saying this morning. He was popping this morning, you missed it, but Gary was truly Garying. It was incredible. We were all witness to it. But imagine you meet him, like you go to a thing, I don't know what, you go to a convention or something. Honestly, I'd give Gary my address and let him come round. But you meet him and he's like, hello, pip pip, cheerio, how does one do? I wonder if perhaps you would be interested in following me down the street. We're going to go and have a nice little drink. And you're just like, wait, what? You're supposed to be like, I want you to be like almost a fucked up, drunk Scottish guy in a way. This is unacceptable. He's just dressed real nice. He's got bitches following him everywhere. You're like, this is not correct. This is not how I have built you up in my head. If I gonna go down to the end of the road and get some French toast, man, pure fucking delicious. Is that a D&D Monster Manual? You like reel him in with a D&D Monster Manual on the end of a fishing rod thing. You know what they used to do with $1 to try and get someone to do something. I don't know. Forget it, guys. Don't worry about it. His name, it is Gary, and this is his story. His name, it is Gary. Revel in his glory. It's Gary, it's Gary. But no Mohican. It's Gary, it's Gary. What was the next bit? Something. Mu Adib. Right? Tom Bacon's got that dollar joke. How dare you invoke the name of Tom Bacon's, you peasant. How dare you invoke his name in this place with your peasant tongue. Be gone from sight before I remove your head and have it up on a spike. Doing acting, you know. I don't know if I've ever done acting. Truly tried. I've had, I reckon, probably about 30 minutes total on Table Story where I've almost tried. I just can't bring myself to fully actually try anything ever. I'd say 95% power a couple of times. It's hard to do. Sometimes I method act a little bit. I've put myself in the right frame of mind, but it's a bit dangerous.
Faith and devotion, quite the notion.
It's
Yet
Robert
how many
Pattinson
can claim
from
a
that
mind
upcoming
so pure,
anime
still
movie.
and sure. Look at you, through the heavy snow you roam, desiring that thing, no doubt. I read your fortune before you came. Care to hear?
Sure.
Act not and be still, thy gifts art thy ill.
Whack, Stephen.
If you seek your own end, I shall not stop you. I, the
Leah.
keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
Leah. I love that you went with Leah. Oh fuck, I got turned into a bat. What the fuck is going on? This game is so weird, dude. I love it. Fucking great game. This isn't how bats fly, though. You ever seen a bat actually fly in real life? It's fucking spasmodic as shit. I honestly think they just fall upwards.
I am the Batman. Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Some men want to find Rachel. I was in Burma and I saw a gang kicking around a ruby the size of a tangerine. The worst impression of whatever his name is, Michael Caine. Even though I can do an impression of Michael Caine.
See that temple on the lake? Therein lies the thing you seek. The lord of this land is away. Seize it now and leave.
Can't believe that was Leah. Dude, I love so much the meme that Leah is this absolute wretched gremlin creature. I love memes that are just not true. You know what I mean? Like, it's like very obviously the opposite of what someone... I mean, Leah is weirdly small. She is a bit like a gremlin. You see it coming towards you and you're like, ah, there's something weird about you being so weirdly small. Not in like a... you're a freak way exactly, but... like, if you saw a real hobbit or a gnome, you'd be like, ah, are you just like really short? Or are you actually legitimately a fantasy gnome? And its features are all distorted. And you have to be like, well, am I just being like really rude to someone right now? Or are you a fantasy creature? That's what it's like when you see Leia in real life. But also she does speak like that as soon as you take the microphone and camera off of her. On camera she's like, hi, I'm the As soon as you take the camera off of her and the microphone, you turn the, you end the stream, she's like, ah, yes, I'm gonna turn you into a bat. So, Orcish was accurate with that. I hear another one. There she is again. Leo. Wow, she's fucking me up. I remember once seeing Leah get angry for just a fraction of a second, and I knew in that moment she has the capability to be the most violent creature on this planet. You know when you see it and that's all you need? You're like, oh, I saw it. There is a part of her that terrifies me. How dare you? Watch this. I love saying watch this and then transforming into a giant with an absolutely ginormous forehead and then killing something with it. That's the most bloke thing you can do, is headbutt someone in a pub. If you headbutt someone in a pub, you immediately, a tally that's being recorded somewhere gains 25 bloke points. You become a real bloke in that moment. As soon as you do that, you could go into that situation being like, yes, and so I decided that actually I originally was going to paint my Tau minifigurines, and then I was going to go and play D&D, but afterwards I actually decided that I would play my video games. I've been playing Stellaris. I've got 7,000 hours in Stellaris, and I was thinking, and then immediately you get into a bit of an altercation with someone who's like, oh, can you shut the fuck up? And they go, I don't think I will shut up, actually. I'm actually talking to my friend about Stellaris and how I've... And then if you headbutt someone in, and that person's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you?" And that person goes, "Oi, I don't think I will do that." Oosh! And then they headbutted them. In that moment, the person who was sitting talking to them about Stellaris, you see them headbutt someone, and they turn around and they go, "Bosh, who wants a fucking burger?" And they stop playing Stellaris, and they can't play chess anymore. They would never ever. They don't even know what Steam is. They've never played a video game on a computer. They play PS5 and they play FIFA. And they immediately, that's how you become one of those people. It's like a virus. It's by you have to headbutt someone in a Wetherspoons. Get a job as a railway worker. You don't even get a job, you now work there. You now work for Southeastern Railway. Actually, no, the worst is Southern. You now work for Southern Railway. If whatever one is the one that takes you to Brighton can fuck itself right up the worst one. Southern is unbelievable. You can't believe you're in the same place. You buy the new PS5 Pro, it just appears next to in your house. Your computer, your setup, your D&D figures, your D&D books, they all just vanish. And then all of what they get Thanos into dust, and they transform into a PS5 and a single copy of FIFA. Because that's the only game they buy. Can you believe there are so many people out there? They're like, yeah, I play games all the time. And you say to them, what games? And they say, FIFA, and you go, all right, what else? And that's it. That's the game. They've had a PlayStation their whole lives, and the only game they've ever bought and played is FIFA. And you're like, oh, you don't play games. You're just basic. The basic human. The basic copy. It came out, a character sheet, an NPC. Your character sheet is one of the NPC character sheets. You're like, oh, what did you put your stats into? And they go, oh, we didn't put stats into stuff. I have the stat block of a CR 1/4 wolf. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I thought you had a character sheet. You have an NPC stat block. Fuck. Dude, putting humans into D&D terms as an NPC stat block instead of a character sheet. Absolutely the most accurate thing I've ever said on the channel. I weirdly feel bad about destroying the statues and not the actual people that are going to get me. Preemptively killing these little fuckers who want to get me is one thing. Destroying the statues like I'm inevitably going to have to do here. Makes me sad. Feel bad about it. feel a bit bad interrupting morning prayer just to brutally murder 50% of the people in every session, but kind of want what's in that chest, you know what I mean? This weirdly Viking-looking area. Imagine he just punched through the top of it like he does in God of War.
Boy, come on. We're going home. I'm going to play a game of FIFA on my PS5. After my shift at the railway station.
The railway station would never say it. Yeah, I work down the train station. I work for Southern. Bosh. This was my brother's growing up. My sister regressed into half of one. She was like, I hate being mentally conscious. I'm out. And just went and became half of a normie. But what's horrible is like you see her like poking out every now and then. She's like, dude, it's the weirdest thing. I'll be having a conversation with her and she's like, the weirdest thing is like I'll be trying to have a conversation with my friends about, I don't know what, politics or whatever, and you can see them actively shit themselves having to have a conversation about it, and they go back to talking about the same shit that we spoke about every weekend since we were 15, about like what we're doing at the weekend. And it's like, we're going down to the fucking bar and we're gonna drink some wine, and she's like, I just don't understand it. And I'm like, yeah, because you fucking lumped it, you went back, you wedged your fucking face back through the fucking bars into the Matrix because you got traumatized by an ex-boyfriend. She's like, it's so weird, they're so annoying, like you just can't have any conversations with them. Yeah, because you were supposed to fucking start playing World of Warcraft. That's what you should have been doing. Should have been on the internet, slowly scouring the internet, which is the whole world, for a handful of like-minded people, instead of just picking the fucking 6 people you were in class with from your hometown at 15. You have to spend absolutely the rest of 20 years scouring the internet, one by one, selecting a very small group of friends that actually fit your personality and share anything with you in common, rather than just wedging yourself in with the first 5 people you met in high school and staying with that forever. She's like, yeah, I just don't get it. I don't understand why they're so annoying, and I don't like them, but they're all my best friends. I can't figure out why. God damn it. Cardboard cutouts of people in D&D have a higher AC than the basic bitch villagers. I feel like a normal, an actual NPC human villager. What is it called in D&D? D&D NPC villager. Commoner. That's what they're called. And they are what is the worst thing in the whole of D&D. AC 10, HP 4, has a club, and then the stats are all just exactly 10. It's bang on, dude. D&D were fucking absolutely making a little point, weren't they? They were making a little, just making a little. Oh, I want this, but I haven't got. Oh, it costs 2. Right. Friend getting a PS5 together with a copy of The Last of Us. He never touched it. Oh, I know. It's like my friend who played Metal Gear Solid 4 and just skipped all the cutscenes and ran through the levels just with his hand mashing the square button full auto. Just mowing everyone down. Didn't do any didn't do anything. And I mean, I know that you might be like, oh, but Brad, you did that like funny, stupid playthrough where you were just playing as Rambo and it was worse than that. And he just skipped all the cutscenes, and at the end of the game he was like, yeah, it was fine, but like, you know. And I was like, you didn't play it. You're an animal. You're a fucking animal. Just a creature, just a dog. Do you even know how to use a knife and fork? If I just put a bowl in front of you with dog food in it, would you just fucking eat it and not even realise that it was dog food? You just eat it with your hands. Just puts his face in it. What the fuck did you just do to Metal Gear Solid 4? One of the most fucking incredible, critical analyses of modern war and trauma and the way that technology is taking us, corporations, and then the incredible effort that goes into the stealth element, the octo camo, the quiet way you can move through each of those levels, the way you can influence the war currency by picking sides as you're killing people if you want. And you just ran through, shot everyone, didn't understand what was happening, and that was it. And then put it down and was like, didn't like that very much. One of the most incredible video games you can play on PlayStation 3. An unbelievable PS3 game with the things you can do in it. I had no idea what was happening. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to sit and watch. And you're like, why was you sitting and watching it? Because he had drugs. I don't know. I think it came out like 2008. So probably, yeah. Probably he had weed. And I was just sat there like this. Ooh, I'm going to need another one. I'm going to need two. Because I'm getting so angry, dude. We're going to kill someone. The hardest thing I've ever had to do was sit through watching him play that. Alright, well, I'm leaving now. But Brad, it's very early. I know, I've got loads of stuff to do, and we've got a D&D show to play tonight called Non-Canon on Table Story. If you want to watch that, then do. And if you don't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. What's this? This is what I want. I wanted to listen to it after singing it. The favourite show was Friends. It was Big Bang Theory. Watched it completely unironically with the frame blending on their TV. I remember sitting there one day while they were watching The Big Bang Theory with frame blending on their TV, and I knew I didn't belong here anymore. I didn't belong. You could raid Leah if you want. Is she actually streaming? I don't see her streaming. You're lying. She's not even in there. I'll raid PB because PB's probably going to snowball into non-canon. Why did you say Leah? She's not streaming, is she? Am I crazy? Why can't I see her? Did I unfollowed Leah by accident? Or on purpose? Oh yeah, she's streaming. Why doesn't it come up for me? It's weird. Am I following Leah? This whole time I find out I'm not following her. I am. I'm subbed. I don't understand. Oh well. Hates Ratch. Fuck, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm raiding someone. I mean, I feel like you all hate PB. Hates PB. But we're raiding PB because PB's going to raid into Non-Canon, which is the table story show that's on tonight in 3 hours and 23 minutes. And I highly recommend you watch it. It's going to be an interesting one. I'll see you there for it. Bye.